Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Be Ami. This is where it all goes down. And today, guys, I think I've got a really funny and amazing topic to discuss with you guys. And I just randomly thought to myself, do you know what? Do we really talk about hygiene and women? I thought this was quite an important topic, and I feel like I've been in situations where I've been with a few of my friends and we've been in an environment where someone was smelly, and it's been something that we have spoken about before, like in kind of like, you know, group chats and stuff, and hygiene and stuff like that. And I think it's important, especially as females, to look after ourselves, look after our bodies, because I know we have this saying where, you know, you kind of live for yourself type of thing, like you shouldn't really care about what other people think of you. But I think in this particular incident, what people think of you matters, and I think that our hygiene, our smell, and the way that we are hygienically, I think that we should really consider other people. So normally with this kind of videos, I like to go out and kind of speak to the public and just kind of get their feedback on it. Unfortunately, I couldn't go out, but I have done a survey and I spoke to a few guys, a good amount of guys, and the response was amazing. So thank you guys who responded and who gave me your feedback, because it's really helped out. Okay, so this is not a biased, and this is not just from like a girl's point of view. This is not like a personal, well, it's gonna be my personal view, but this is what guys are thinking when it comes to hygiene. I would say probably like 99%, if not 100% of guys definitely spoke about smell and body odor. And I could not agree even more. I think it's definitely one of the most important things that we definitely need to check. A lot of the guys said about girls taking a shower. Now, I don't know if girls don't take showers. Sometimes, I mean, I know obviously sometimes you have your off days when you're at home and you're just lounging around and you're just doing your own thing and you ain't gonna shower, but you're not leaving the house, you're at home. But yeah, I think it's definitely important to smell nice. I think it's quite foul when you don't smell good and I think it's quite destructive. And I don't know, but I think like some people don't know that they smell. And I've sometimes personally, like, I felt like I smell and I've been like, do I smell? Like, that's because I'm smelling something around me. And I've actually asked my friend, I've been like, do I smell? Like, smell me, like, do I smell? And that's important to me because I don't want to be going around smelling, like, if I don't know. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm walking around and I'm smelling and no one's telling me that I'm smelling. So anytime I feel like I smell, I would actually ask my friends, like, smell me, like, do I smell? And I've been around people that smell, and it's not a very pleasant experience. So that was point number one. It was bad smell. Stinking girls, guys don't like it, I don't like it, females don't like it, no one likes it. Get some deodorant and get some good perfume. Yes. So point number two, that was quite significant to guys, and I think it's both ways. Bad breath. Bad breath, I think, is bad hygiene. I know, like, I mean, I was taught when I brush my teeth to thoroughly brush my tongue, and because you're like, the bad breath, it doesn't mostly come from like the teeth. It mostly comes from like your tongue. So if you don't clean your tongue out properly, then you're probably going to get like a build-up, and that can cause really bad breath. So obviously, like, that's something that, like, you could have and not know that you've got bad breath. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you could be talking to someone and you don't know that your breath is stinking. Those were like the top two that really like the majority of guys kind of said like, no, this is bad hygiene. Another thing that kind of popped up with that is like girls just looking nice. I feel like when I was having conversations like with these guys and they were kind of like bringing this up, it was almost like if a girl looks tidy, then they'll know that, okay, yeah, you've got good hygiene. And I think it's both ways as well. Like if I was to look at a guy and he didn't look tidy, didn't look clean, I'll just be like, oh my gosh, so unhygienic, give me my gloves. Like I don't know if I can touch you, I don't know if I can get close to you, you know. And I think it's both ways. So for me personally, it is important to like look clean, look tidy. Another thing that came up as well was like things like clean nails and stuff. I mean, I think this one is quite a common one, even though like a lot of guys didn't kind of mention that, but I think it's quite a common one, because even me as a female, like if I look at other girls and they've got chipped nail polish, automatically I just get put off. So another thing that was kind of spoken was like a girl's hair, and I think that one is quite important just because it's something that is relevant to us right now. Every girl kind of looks after her hair, it's just a thing. So that came up, which was quite interesting, because I have seen some dirty hairs and I have seen some bad weaves, and I've been like, I always have these thoughts, like if I was a guy, like, and when I look at certain things, I'm like, if I was a guy, like, so I'm quite a critical person like that, especially of myself. Like I'll look at myself, like, if I was a guy, would I like this, would I like that, would I like that? And I think like it's important. And this video is not, oh, let's make ourselves look a particular way so that, you know, we could be attractive to other people, but it's just like a general hygiene video, because it's not healthy to be unhygienic, and I think it's good for the soul to be clean, like inside out. And sometimes there's just those little things that we don't have the right friends to tell us, your breath is stinking, or you smell, or what is that smell, or like your hair is like this. And I think it's important to actually have that, especially growing up. You know, it's not about the way that you look so much, it's the way that you look after yourself. Right, so those were kind of the general response from my survey that I did, and some of the things that I personally think in terms of hygiene. Obviously there are you know, there are things that will be personal to certain people, but I think that there is a general, you know, hygienic level that we all need to kind of be at, especially as females. You know, we do need to wash certain parts in our bodies. You know, we can smell without even knowing that we're smelling. So that's not cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really would like some feedback and comments on what your thoughts are on hygiene, and if there are certain things that you've kind of like grown up to look after more. You know, obviously, like there are certain things that you start to think about, like, oh gosh, you know, I don't want my nails to be chipping, you know, I need to be doing my toes or like my feet, or I need to get some femme fresh, you know, just to kind of like wash in certain areas that you don't want to be smelly. You know, you want to do a bit of waxing just to kind of keep yourself tidy and clean. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. We all need to have that big sister and that special friend to tell us whether we are smelly, whether our hair is looking bad, whether our toenails is just not right. And yeah, I enjoyed this video, guys. Give me your feedback and see you next time. Bye.